This is Srikant from Newgen. What I'm going to take you through is a demo on the indexing tool, whatever we have developed. I'm taking you the step one, wherein I open a Word file, go to the security setting in your system, and see what level it is. If it is in the high, you have to make it low. Then only your system will allow the macros of the index tool what we have developed to be enabled. So now I press OK. Now the security system has changed to low. The second step is to open the Word document, go to Tools, go to Template and Add-ins, and then attach the template what we have provided. The template is in the desktop, so I go and attach the template now, and then check that box and press OK. I need to repeat this process again. Here I have to go to and then uncheck it and then press OK. So by this process, what happens is the template is now in the Word document. Now I right click it and press the index button. So it generates the first query which asks whether you want a multiple index or a single index. So now I'm going to show you a demo of a single index. So I just press no. Then it asks for the second questions, what kind of settings we want for alphabetization, cross-reference and elision. So alphabetization, there are two options, letter by letter. I choose letter by letter, and then cross-reference, I choose the CMS style, and then elision, I choose full elision. If I press set, this is already set into the system. So now I said OK, and there is always a provision, there is always an option to change these settings at the end of the index. So now I move on to the indexing tool where you see a form. uh, Now the cursor in the text is near a word called democratic. If I go and click the form, the democratic comes as the main entry. So in this way I can choose the word. So now I go and press the index or word phrase button, a tick mark appears. What this essentially means is that XE tag has been created for the word democratic in the word tool. Now I go to page 50 where I'm choosing another word. It's called agenda setting. So I click the form, the word is ready. So I press this button, the tick mark appears. This is the way we do the main entry. Now I go and choose the other word, democratic politics. So again the word comes into the picture where I also have a subentry for this. Its definitions, and then a sub entry called promotion. And I press this word, this is again indexed. What happens in this process is whatever words I have selected for the main entry, sub entry and sub entry gets stored as an INI file. So whenever you go and click the drop down button, all those words which are already there will appear there. Now I'm going to show the second type of indexing where I'm going to bookmark a particular word or a particular context. Here I have to key in, I can't select a word, I have to key in what I am bookmarking. So for example, I'm just keying the word called blank Richards, and then I now select index extended discussion. It means it's bookmarked. So again a tick mark appears, which means the XE tag has been put in the appropriate position. I'll do one more bookmark for easy understanding. Now I select the paragraph or select the text. Now I key in the main entry. Now again the bookmark is selected. So this is the second type of indexing. Now I'll show you an example how to use or create cross references. Now I take a main entry here, and then when I click the create cross reference, a box opens below which will then show all the main entries whatever I have done. So now I'm linking it to democratic politics, and then which has already got a sub entry called definition and a sub entry called promotions. Here I can either press C or C also, whatever is required or appropriate here. So when I press OK, then again the tick mark appears and it says that this is how another XE tag is created. So this is the process of creating index entries. Now I go and press preview index, which will show the entire index generated so far. So these are the index entries I have selected, and the index is generated here. Now to press go back, and goes back to the page I was working with. Now I'll ask him to create one more main entry, and then for example systematic comparative is a main entry which I've created. Now we realize that this entry has been done by mistake and I want to remove the last entry. I can use this option which will remove the last entry. Now I press yes. The last index entry whatever I have created is gone. So that's the option for that too. And make this page number bold or italic or the options available depending on how do we want the page numbers in the index. So now I'll choose a word called innovative, click bold, and then index word or phrase. Now the page number will appear bold here. So these are all the options available in the index tool. Now I will go and preview the index, and then the second stage which I am going to show about this index tool is how to edit the index. This is very key because whatever I edit here is actually updated in the XE tag, so that the index is not disturbed. So now I press the edit index button, then it will ask from which word to which word. So I'll start with agenda setting and then to, for example, democratic, and then I press edit. It will throw me a table with all the words whatever I have selected, and then gives me an option in the right extreme which says whether I need to modify or delete. Now you see that the first thing is agenda setting. I want to change it to agenda settings, and then I go and do modify. So it's already modified. So if I go back to the index, where you can see that agenda has already changed to agenda settings. Okay, now I go back to the edit document. Now I'm removing one. For example, I'm removing this citizen. All I need to do is to go and in the drop down choose the delete button, which will say that it is deleted and will also highlight in red. If you see the citizen word is not there. Now switching back to the edit document, I want to modify this or even delete this. So here if you see when you delete the main entry, the related sub entry is also deleted. So if I press OK and then switch to the document, it will not be there. So this tool gives you an idea of how to generate an index and how to edit an index and then send it to us so that we can take it over to typesetting. Now I want to go to the stage 2 here. I can choose from suppose I'm adding a sub entry 2. which is also possible. Press modify and then switch to index document, citizen, and then yeah, it's automatically generated. So this gives you a brief about how to use the index tool. If you could use it and give us feedback to refine it or upgrade it, it will be most welcome. Thank you.